Welcome to today's St. Anthony's classes. Today we are going to study squares and square root chapter 6 of NCERT class 8. And in this class we will study the fundamentals and basics of the squares and properties of square, then application of squares and use of square, and how to find the square of numbers. And if you found it is useful to you, please like my video and share the video with your friends, and also subscribe my channel. So first of all, we will define what is a square. In our geometry, we have seen different shape, isn't it? So this is a shape which we are calling it as a rectangle. And if all the sides are equal, then we will call it as a square. So a rectangle will be having, if this is 2, then suppose this is 3 and this is 2, that is the dimension. And here all these sides are 2. Here this is 2 and this is 3. So in this case, the first case, the area in first case is 2 multiplied by 3. In second case, area is 2 multiplied by 2. So in first case, if you take square of any number, means suppose I am taking the square of 3 square. 3 square is not equal to 2 into 3, because 3 square is 9 and 2 into 3 is only 6. So it is not a square. And here in this case, if I am taking the area, then 2 square, one of the number I am taking and I am squaring it. The meaning of square here means multiplying the number with the same number. And here I am multiplying the number with the same number, 2 into 2. Suppose here I am doing the same way. 3 into 3 is not equal to 2 into 3. And here 2 square means 2 into 2, and that is equal to 4. So in first case, the square is not satisfying with the geometrical shape. But in second case, the square is satisfying with the geometrical shape. Because of that, the shape 2, this is the shape 2 and this is the shape 1. The shape 2, we are calling it as a square. And this is the concept of square in geometry. And in algebra also, the same concept we have adopted. That is, square means a into a, that is a square. If a is 2, then 2 into 2, that is 2 square, that is equal to 4. If we are considering the number 3, then what is the square of this number 3? Number 3 is, if we are considering, the square is 3 into square of 3 is 3 into 3. That is 9. So if you have to take square of any number, it is simply multiply that number with the same number, then we will get the square. That is the definition of square. If it is 1, then we will get 1 into 1, that is 1. And as far as regarding the properties of square, there is only one number which is having the number as well as the square is one and the same. For the case of 1 only, we will get 1. For any other number, we are not going to get the square as the same number. Now let us come to the properties of square. Properties of square or squares. Let us write the square of some number starting from 1 to 10. So 1 is having a square 1 and 2 is having square 4. 3 is having square 9 and 4 is having square 16. 5 is having square 25. 6 is having square 36. It means 6 into 6 is 36. 7 is having square. 7 into 7 is 49. And 8 is having a square. That is 8 into 8 is 64. Now, the next number is 9. 9 into 9 is 81. Then if we consider 10, then 10 into 10 is 100. Now, which is the number is coming as the unit number of these squares? The different square we have found out from starting from 1 and 100. What is the number coming in unit place? Number at unit place. If we start from 100, the number is coming 0. And for 1, we are going in ascending order. And for 1, it is 1 only. And 1 is coming for square of 9 also. In 81 also, the number 1 is coming there. So for two numbers square, the last digit, otherwise unit place is 1. Now the next smallest number is 4. The 4 is coming for two numbers also, for 2 as well as for 8. Square of 2 as well as square of 8 is having unit place as 4. Now let us consider the next number. Next number is 5. 5 is coming for the square of 5, 25. And for 15 also the square, if we take then 25, whichever be the last number, then this may be coming. That we will see later. Then next one is 6. 6 is coming for 4 as well as 6. 4th square of 4 is 16 as well as square of 6 is also 36. So for two numbers, the unit place 6 is coming. And now 7 is not coming anywhere. As well as 8 is there or not. 8 is not there in any unit place. Then 9 is there. Now 9 is there. So this means that in unit place, 0 can come, 1 can come, 4 can come, 5, 6, 9 is possible. So you can identify any number whether it is having a perfect square or not. These numbers are natural numbers, and these natural numbers are having perfect square, means that whole number is there. So by identifying any number, we can see whether it is having a perfect square, whether it is a perfect square or not. Suppose we are taking this number. Identify whether this is a perfect square or not. This unit place is 8. Whether the unit place 8 is there in our number, listed number 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 is there, 8 is not there. So it's not a square. This is not a square of any number. This is not a square means this is not a perfect square. That also to be noted. This is not a perfect square. Now let us see 2 to 5, whether it is a perfect square or not. 5 is the last digit. 5 is there in that unit place. Here also 5 is there in unit place. Yes, it is a square. Square means perfect square. So this way, we can identify whether a particular number is a square or not by just seeing the unit place of that given number. Unit place must be 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Either any one of this number should come in unit place, then only we can say the given number is a perfect square of some number. And this is the one of the property of squares. And another property now we will see. What is the square of 10? Square of 10 is 100. What is the square of 20? This is also, this is 400. What is the square of 200? This is 4, means 40,000 is the square of the 200. What is the square of 3,000? Sorry. Yes, 3,000 we will see. Then it is 9. Then it will come 6 zeros. Okay, what does it means? For square of any number with the unit place as 0, it will be having double the number of the 0. Square will be having double the number of 0 it is having in that number. For in 10 there is 1 0, square is having 2 0, and for 200 there is 2 0, so square is having 2 into 4 means 4 0. Then 3,000 we have considered, it is having 3 zeros, and in square we are having 6 zeros. Now let us come to the difference of squares of two numbers and number between two squares. That is another property that we can see in case of square. Difference between the squares of two numbers. Difference between squares of two numbers. Let us see the square of 3. Square of 3 is 9. And let us see the square of 4 is 16. What is the difference between 16 and 9? Then we will get 7. So if the number is, consider the two numbers. Numbers here as 3 and 4. That is n plus 1. These two numbers here is n and n plus 1. So if these two numbers are n plus 1, the difference we have got here is 7. And what is the number between these two square? Numbers between these two squares. One is 9, other is 16. After 9, then it will come 10. Then 11 is there, 12 is there, 13 is there, 14 is there, and 15 is there. So we are getting 6 as the number. 6 numbers are there. So we have considered n as the first number and n plus 1 as the second number. So what is the difference between these two numbers square? So difference is difference between squares of two numbers. We can find here as 2n plus 1. That is here 2 into n is 3 plus 1. Here it is coming 7. So this is also 7. So this we can prove that the difference between the square of two number is 2n plus 1. Now the number between the square of two number is, that also we have already have seen here. It is 6 numbers are there. It means the difference between the two numbers minus 1 is the number of is the coming as the numbers between the two square. Difference between the two number minus 1. Now square of any odd numbers we will find out. So number between square we have found that, and the difference between the two squares also we have found. Now square of any odd number in the sum, square of any odd number we will see. Square of any odd numbers is the sum of two consecutive positive integers. Is the sum of two consecutive positive integers. Square of any odd numbers is the sum of two consecutive positive integers. We can write it as, if the given number is a, then a square is equal to a square minus 1 by 2 plus a square plus 1 divided by 2. In this format, we can write square of any odd numbers. We can write in this format like that: a square is equal to a square minus 1 upon 2 plus a square plus 1 upon 2. This way we can write. So we have to prove that whether this is right or not. Now let us consider the number 3. Let us consider a number 3. So the square of this number 3 is 9. Okay, whether it can be shown in this format of a square is equal to a square minus 1 divided by 2 plus a square plus 1 divided by 2. Let us write it. A here it is representing 3. Okay, so we are going to write this as in the form of a square is equal to a square minus 1 by 2 plus a square plus 1 divided by 2. In this format, we are going to write this. Here, a square is representing 3 square. So 3 square is equal to 3 square minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3 square plus 1 divided by 2. Here it is coming 9. 9 is equal to 3 square is also 9 minus 1 divided by 2 plus 9 plus 1 divided by 2. What we are getting? 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 divided by 8 divided by 2 plus 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 divided by 2. That is 4 plus 5. So we are getting 9. So we have proved that this is possible. Then also we will consider one more number also. With one number only, why we have to satisfy? We will take one more number. Now I am considering the number 9. I am considering the number 9. So here a square is representing 9 is equal to a square 9 minus 1 divided by 2 plus 9 square plus 1 divided by 2. That is 9 square is 81 minus 1 upon 2 plus again 81 plus 1 divided by 2. So this we will get 81 minus 1 is 40. So 81 minus 1 is 80 divided by 2 plus 81 plus 1 is 82 divided by 2. Here we are getting 40 plus 41. Yes, we are getting the answer same as 81, which we have to get here. We are getting 81. So square of any odd number is the sum of two consecutive positive integers. Please note that it should be positive integers. Now let us find another property, product of property. Otherwise, we can say the application of square. Okay, square can be applied to find the product of two consecutive even or odd numbers. Two consecutive even or odd number we can find with the application of square. So the next one is product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers. When we have to multiply, then that time we can use this square for simplifying our multiplication. Otherwise, we can say for time saving. It can be say like that. If B and C are two number, then B into C is equal to A square minus 1, provided that A is B plus C divided by 2. If B and C are two numbers, then B into C we will get when square A minus 1. Here A is equal to B plus C by 2. With the help of two odd number, I will prove this. Okay, let us consider two numbers, 11 and 30. These two numbers are odd, two consecutive numbers. After 11, it is 13 only. So let us consider here B is equal to 11 and C is equal to 13. Then A will be B plus C divided by 2, that is 11 plus 13 divided by 2, we will get 24 divided by 2, that is 12. So we are going to multiply 11 and 13. So 11 into 13 is equal to, we are going to apply a square minus 1. Here a is 12. So 12 square minus 1. What is 12 square? 12 square is 144 minus 1. That is, you are going to get 143. So the answer of 11 and 13, it has to come 143 when multiply in other way. So let us multiply by normal method. 11 into 13, what will be it? So 13, then 13. So 3, 4, 1. Have you got the same answer? Yes, we have got the same answer. So in this way, we can simplify the multiplication of two consecutive even number, otherwise two consecutive odd number. This formula you can use, and this way you can easily find the product of two consecutive odd number or two consecutive even number. Now the next one we will see. Let us see two pattern is there. Pattern 1 we will consider. In first pattern, finding square of number. Two way is there. In one way is this, finding square of a number. The square can be find by two way. Two pattern is there. So first pattern we will see here. What is the first pattern? See, suppose I have to find the square of 23. Okay, how I will write it as 23? I will write it as 20 plus 3 square I have to do, then square 23 square. Okay, so this I can write it as 20 into 20 plus 3 plus 3 into 20 plus 3. So let us multiply this 20 into 20 plus 20 into 3 plus 3 into 20 plus 3 into 3. In this way we will get 400 plus 60 plus 60 plus 9 we are going to get. So this is 120. 120 means 520 means 529 we are getting. So this is the square of 23. And the same thing we can find out in, and this is a format of, the format I will write here. This is the format like that. A plus B whole square is equal to A into A plus B plus B into A plus B. Otherwise, we can write here as A square plus B square plus 2AB. Here A is 20 and B is 30. Here A is representing 20 and B is representing 3. Let us find the answer with the application of this A square plus B square plus 2A method also. So what we will get, A square is representing 20 square. Plus B square is 3 square plus 2 into 20 into 3. Whether we are getting the same? 400 plus 9 plus 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 3 means 12. 120. So here also we are getting 529. You can go in either way as per your convenience, which you feel it is more easy. In that way you can go, whatever be as per the NCERT syllabus book. The first way it has been shown in your textbook. So following the first way may be better. Now we are having another pattern also for squaring two numbers. Pattern. Let us see the another pattern, and this pattern is for any number with unit digit 5. This is for any number with unit place 5. Otherwise, we can say as A5. A5 means A is representing some digit and 5 is the last number. Otherwise, unit place it is having 5. So let us consider A5 whole square. Here it is A into A plus 1 into 100 plus 25. This will be the answer. Here A is representing the first digit. So first digit here it is 2. So 2 into 2 plus 1 into 100. We are considering the square of 25 plus 25 is equal to 2 into 2 plus 1 is 3 into 100 plus 25. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 100 is 600. 600 plus 25. So total we are getting 625. So we go to the answer here. Same way, let us consider 15 also. 15 square. So 1 is representing A. 1 into 1 plus 1 into 100 plus 25. That is 1 into 2 into 100 plus 25. That is 200 plus 25. This is 225. You check the square of 15. You will get this same answer. And let us consider one more also, 95. I am considering the square of 95 square. So first number is 9. 9 into 9 plus 1 into 100 plus 25. That is 9 into 9 plus 1 is 10 into 100 plus 25. That is 9,000 plus 25. So square is coming as 9025. So how easily we could find out this square. And this is the two pattern by which we can find out the square of number. The first pattern as well as the second pattern is hope you could understand. Now let us come to Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplets. What this means by Pythagorean triplets? For any natural number, the theorem says that for any natural number, what is natural number? 1 to any other positive number, that is the natural numbers. For any natural numbers. Means m, suppose the natural number is m, provided that m is more than 1. Then 2m, then m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 form a Pythagorean triplet. Form a Pythagorean triplets. If and only if and only if it satisfies two m whole square plus m square minus 1 whole square is equal to m square plus 1 the whole square. The condition is that for 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 to be a Pythagorean triplet, 2m square minus 1 whole square should be equal to m square plus 1 the whole square. If it is so, then we can say the given three numbers are a Pythagorean triplets. We will prove the same thing. Let us consider three numbers. The number we are going to consider here is 6, 8, and 10. It is Pythagorean triplet or not? It is Pythagorean triplet or not, that we are going to consider. Here these two numbers 6, 8, and 10, we can say that these two numbers are equal to 2m, then m square minus 1, then m square plus 1. It means 2m is represented by 6, that is m is equal to 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Okay, then 3 is m. We have to prove that in order to say these three numbers are Pythagorean triplet, we have to prove 2m whole square plus m square minus 1 whole square is equal to m square plus 1 the whole square. So let us see that 2m is 6. So 6 square plus 3m square means 3 square minus 1 the whole square is equal to, we have to prove that the 3 square plus 1 the whole square. If it is satisfying this condition, then we can say 6, 8, this given number as 6, 8, 10 are Pythagorean triplet. So here 6 square we are getting as 36, and here 9 minus 1 the whole square it will come. Here 9 plus 1 the whole square it will come. So again it is 36 plus this is 8 square and this is 10 square. So this is 36 plus 8 square is 64, 10 square is 100. Yes, it is satisfying. 36 plus 64 is 100. So we can say 6, 8, and 10 form Pythagorean triplets. Hope you could understand it very well. And if you could found it is useful to you, please like my channel. And if you are not liking, then you can unlike also. And if it is useful to you, then I request you to subscribe my channel for getting more and more questions from this topic, as well as from other topic of 8th standard, as well as higher standard also. Thank you for watching.